Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fit and fine. Once again, welcome to all of you. Here in this session, we are going to start with the topic using what if scenarios and tools. This topic comes under part B in Unit 2. Unit 2 name is Spreadsheet Advanced. Let's take a situation. Suppose that you are calculating an unknown value and you could try solving it on your own by putting different kinds of value until you find the right answer. This method could take a lot of time and effort. So, if you have to solve a complicated value with Excel instead of calculating answer by yourself, you could use a powerful Excel tool that is called what if scenario, or you can say that what if analysis. Is it clear? So this topic we can understand with the help of an example. Suppose that I have a company, its company name is ABC Private Limited. This company produce PVC pipes. For that we need plastic, power means electricity, third is labor. For plastic I spend 10,000 rupees. For power, for electricity I spend 1000 rupees, and for labor 500 rupees. So the total cost in the month of November I spent 11,500. Now we are trying to find the cost of our PVC pipes. This is not necessary all the times. This cost remains same. Cost of PVC pipe may vary. It may be up or it may be down. Now here we don't want to change the total cost every time. It vary when the amount of plastic is changed. Either the plastic amount is changed, or the power or the labor amount is changed. Means if we change the value of the amount of plastic, power and labor, it will the total cost automatically reflect. How much value can increase and how much value can decrease of PVC pipe? For that we can create scenario, means what if scenario. For creating what if scenario, first you go to the data tab. Once click on the data tab, then you will find data tools group. There is a what if analysis option. Click on this what if analysis option, then you will get three options: scenario manager, COLSIC, data table. From this you have to select scenario manager. Once you click on scenario manager, you will get scenario dialog box. From here you have to click on add button. Now after that, first you have to write name of your scenario. So I want to find minimum value of PVC pipe. For that I am writing minimum. Then changing cells. So which value I want to change? For that I am selecting these three numbers. When the value of plastic, when the amount of plastic, power and labor will change, then it will reflect its cost. So here I have written B3 colon B5. So B3 is the address of plastic, amount of plastic, and then B4 amount of power, amount of labor written in B5. Then click on OK button. Now once you click on OK, you will get another window for scenario values. Now you have to write minimum value. what may be the minimum value. Suppose that I am writing the minimum value for minimum amount of plastic is 9500, means 9500. The power may be 800 rupees and the labor charges may be 450. Then click on add button. Again same window will appear, add scenario. Now I want to find maximum value of the PVC pipe, maximum amount of PVC pipe. Again this time these three cells are already selected, no problem. Then click on the OK button. Once you click on OK button, again you will get scenario values dialog box. Here you have to write maximum value. Now I am writing maximum value 12,000 for the plastic, 1200, and the amount of labor may be 600. Then click on add button. Now two are added. Okay, then click on cancel. You will see here two scenarios are given. One is minimum scenario and second one is maximum scenario. After that, I want to display summary of this scenario. For that, click on the summary button and then new dialog box. From there you have to select scenario summary. On the basis of this result, then click on OK button. Now once you click on OK button, you will get the scenario summary. Here this is your current value, this is the minimum scenario, and this one is maximum scenario. Is it clear? And on the basis of minimum and maximum, you can find the average value, or according to that you can set the cost of your PVC pipe. After completing the topic what if scenario, our new topic is use of goal-seek. This topic comes under same session, analysis data using scenario and goal-seek. Here we will see how we use goal-seek and why we use goal-seek in MS Excel. If we want to get the target result, then that situation we will use the concept of goal-seek in MS Excel. Here we already know the target result, but we don't know how much quantity we have to change in different values to achieve that target result. Now see use of goal-seek with the help of example. Here I have a student, his name is Rahul. He have given exam of subject 1, subject 2 and subject 3. Now subject 4 is left. The total marks of these three subjects is 165 and this time his score is 41 point. His percentage is 41.25. Now I want to get his percent approx 55. So how many marks he will get in subject 4 to make his percent 55? For that we have to use the concept of goal-seek. So what we have to do, we go to the data tab, then select what if analysis option under the data tool group. Click on this. From here you have to select goal-seek. Once you click on goal-seek, you will get goal-seek dialog box. In that three options are occur. First is select set cell. This is the cell where we want to get actual percentage. So here we want to get 55% and in that formula is already written. So this time it is selected. Now B7, see here B and then 7, B7 cell is selected. Clear? Then to value. To value means what percent you want to make. To value means which you want to make. So here I want to make 55 as a percent. So write 55 and then by changing cell. So which cell you want to change? So I want to change this cell. Cell B5 means marks of subject 4. Click on this. Now the address of subject 4 cell is selected B5. Now after that click on OK button. Once you click on OK button, you will see your status. See this. Here when you get 55 marks in subject 4, then you got 55%, and then after your total is 220. I have already written this cell under the total. See this formula equals to sum B2 colon B5. That's why its sum is calculated. Clear? Suppose that you want to get 60%. So how many marks you will get in subject 4? For that again you have to go to the data tab, then click on what if analysis, basic, and this time you have to select cell of percentage, then to value is 60, and then changing cell address for subject 4, this is B5, and then click on OK. See here, once you click on OK button, you will get the marks of subject 4. Means if you get 75 marks in subject 4, then your percentage will be 60. That's all for about goal seek. Goal seek is basically used to achieve target result. Next topic is solver. Excel includes a tool called solver that uses techniques from the operations research to find optimal solutions for all kind of decision problems. How to load Excel solver add-ins in MS Excel software. First you click on the office button, then you will get Excel options. Once you click on Excel options, from here in the left hand side you will get add-ins. Click on this add-ins. Once you click on add-ins, you will get add-ins, various add-ins in MS Excel. Then click on go. From here you have to check this solver add-in and then click on OK button. Now your solver add-ins is load in your software. Once the solver add-ins added in your Excel software, you will get this option from the data tab. Once you click on data tab, you will get this solver option under the analysis group. It means your solver add-ins is added in the software. Now we will see the use of solver option in MS Excel software. To see the use of solver option, for that I have prepared one data sheet for you. In that 4 items are given. One is jeans, second shirt, t-shirt and suit, and the costs of these items are given, and the quantity are also given in the second column, and the amount, final amount is given, means the multiplication of the cost with the item is given in the total amount cell, and then the total of these is given in the cell D6. Sum of total amount is given in the cell D6. See here this formula equals to sum formula, same function we have used for finding the total of this amount, and then similarly sum of these items are given in cell D6. See this same formula I have used here, but the reference or cell reference is different from B2 to B5. This data sheet is based on the shopping mall. In the shopping mall, you want to purchase these many items like jeans, shirt, t-shirt, shoe. For that, shopping mall provides a gift voucher of worth rupees 2000 of you. Now the question is arise how we will use this 2000 rupees to purchase these many items from the shopping mall. Here, this 2000 rupees as a gift we got. So हम ये चाहेंगे कि ये 2000 रुपए पूरा का पूरा यूटिलाइज हो जाए. Now the situation is if we purchase all the items as one as a quantity, then the total amount is 1820 rupees. Still some amount is left. If I purchased jeans in two quantity, then you see the change. The amount is more than 2000. So here, what change we do to utilize this 2000 rupees means कौन सा आइटम हम परचेस करें और कौन सा आइटम हम परचेस ना करें. For that, we will use the concept of solver in X. For solver option, first you go to the data tab, then click on solver option under the analysis group. Once you click on solver option, you will get solver parameters dialog box. Here you have to set target cell, which cell you want to change. So here our target cell is D6, that means sum of total amount. So this is our target cell. Then next is by changing cells. Which cells you want to change? So here I want to change the item, means maybe two jeans will come or maybe one t-shirt will come. So I want to change this item cell. So select this item quantity like B2 to B5. After that, add some condition. For condition, click on the add button. Once you click on the add button, you will get add constraint. Constraint means some condition. Constraint dialog box will appear in your screen. Our first condition is the sum of total amount is equal to the gift voucher. For that, we have to select cell reference D6 and then condition is equal to and the constraint is C10. Then click on add button. Our second condition is we have to make the quantity in integer only. Means that our quantity does not exist like 1.5, 1.25 like this. For that, I have to select range of this quantity. Then select condition int, means I want to make quantity as an integer. Then click on add button. Here I want to put one more condition, means the quantity of this item not in negative, means not less than 0. So for that, select the item quantity and then select the condition greater than equals to and the constant value is 0. Then click on add. After that, click on the cancel button. Now again same dialog box will appear. Then you have to click on this solve. Once you click on the solve, the solver will apply in this sheet. Solver doing his work. Now solver produce a result. So select this first one, keep solver solution and then click on OK button. Once you click on this, you will get the answer. See here, now whole 2000 rupees is utilized. For that, I have purchased one jeans, quantity of jeans is 1, then shirt no means 0, then t-shirt 1 and the shoe 2. Then it becomes 2000 rupees whole. Is it clear? So this is the use of solver. In this video, we have seen different options like what ifs analysis, or you can say what if tools, then goal-seek, how we will load solver add-in in our Excel sheet, and last one is solver, how to apply solver option in a data sheet. Hope you understand all these points. If you have any doubt, confusion, please ask. Thank you, class.